Point of clarification.
Since the process is absolutely fascinating, and since understanding the signals is very important, would it be possible for a PDF to be sent out to us with symbols showing us the symbols? Thank you.
To answer that point of clarification, I've already brought a whole bunch of information about different versions of a basic consensus model and the way the hand signals get used. I invite people to take those resources, make more copies, but I will also send out a PDF of the one that I use the most often over the email list. Point of information.
If anybody wants to be on the email list that Rochelle just mentioned, I suggest that you see Lexi who's taking notes.
Sorry, what?
Are there any more proposals? Before we start trying to make decisions?
Our clarification. On the last email point. I also made an occupyptbo@gmail.com. If people want to email that with their emails, it might facilitate creating this email list.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a bit of help from our minute takers to make sure I don't skip any of the beautiful, brilliant proposals that were advanced. Some proposals we won't get to an absolute conclusion on today. That does not mean that discussions can't continue past today. Point of information.
I'm getting back to the Solidarity Freedom Walk.
Solidarity Freedom Walk.
I'd like for the group to decide what can be done. When this fellow, I think his name is Jake, comes to Peterborough on Monday.
Can we discuss that as a direct proposal? So, our first proposal was from Ken, who was proposing that this Occupy movement think about creating, becoming a part of a new political party. Can I get a temperature check from people on how they're broadly feeling about that proposal for the whole group right now? I am seeing some people who disagree, a number of people who are in between, and not very many agreements. That does not mean that this proposal should not continue to be discussed. But I would suggest that those who are interested in this proposal work together to craft it into further proposals to bring bring to further GAs.
To bring to further GAs.
Because without at least a fair amount of agreement, it will take us most of the rest of the time we have to move forward on that proposal. Are people comfortable? With that decision? Okay, so our second proposal. Was from Roy. And Roy's proposal was that we create some working groups. And that we create a plan. For what we might specifically. Do as actions. For occupations. Is that correct?
The site.
Yes.
The site.
And a site specifically.
specifically.
Now, can I get a general temperature check on how people feel about Roy's proposals? Is there anybody who feels strongly enough to block this proposal? Or is there anybody who feels lukewarm and would like to offer an amendment? Point of process.
I believe there's a number of committees we'd like to propose. Would we be able to discuss these as one? I think there was 3 proposals.
Would we be able to discuss these as one?
Because there was, I believe, 3 proposals. Which included committees in some way.
I like your suggestion. But we almost actually came to broad consensus for the first time in our history. So I would like to suggest that we take that win on Roy's proposal and then we move directly to the other proposals related to working groups. So this is where we look for consensus. Can I get people's thoughts, finger motions, etc. on Roy's proposal?
Can I get people's thoughts, finger motions, etc. on Roy's proposal?
I believe that we have not unanimity, but a unity of decision. And unless anybody would like to propose that that's not the case, I say we enter into our official records. Then we made our first consensus decision together. Point of clarification.
Clarification. Also, there was a fundraising committee involved. Or was I not listening properly? There was.
Perhaps to deal with these other working groups, we can start by asking anyone who knows of an existing group to put up their hand as a point of information, to share with us what already exists.
Go ahead. There is an outreach committee responsible for advertising the movement and reaching out to its members. If you would like to join this existing committee, you can see me or Garrett after the meeting. Sorry, the General Assembly.
And maybe anybody already attached to a working group can advance the contact information to the whole list so that we always have a way for people to know that they can get connected to the working groups that already exist.
We have 2 points of clarification.
I was just wondering if when people, before they speak, if they will name.
I would like 100 people before they speak could say their name.
That way I'll get to know who they are.
That way I'll get to know who they are.
Dingly fingers in the sky, Marie. There was another point of clarification.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm big on communication. If future working groups could keep consistent and potentially use an email such as occupyptbo.thename at Gmail. This will keep consistency.
There was another point of clarification.
Then perhaps, based on what Joseph
Based on what
has
said,
people can volunteer for the two committees I suggested through that avenue as well as emailing myself. If you choose the latter, it is 705 745 2446 or small letters R Brady 1 at kochiko.ca.
point of clarification.
I would like to volunteer for a communication committee. If you email the Occupy PTBO at gmail.com and say who you'd like it to go to, I would feel comfortable forwarding it on.
Twinkly fingers. Paul has his hand up. Paul, we're discussing specific proposals right now.
Specific
If
proposals.
you have a general announcement, I would ask for process. That you wait until the end. That said, as you were not here earlier. And if you still want to make a direct proposal. I think people would be welcome to that.
When I phoned the CAW, which is an existing group, I want agricultural workers to be paid. That action didn't get me any happiness. Churches exist. If you want to meet me at the
If you want to meet me at
the Memorial Center.
Yeah.
I would invite you to clarify your thoughts and bring them back towards the end of the meeting.
bring them back towards the end of the meeting.